Hello everyone, and welcome to this new video. I am so excited to be here today. Even though it is extremely hot right now, there is a heat wave going on right now here in where I live in the Netherlands, which is crazy. It is very hot, and it was hot on the day that I recorded this video as well, because this video was recorded the day before the heat really broke through. And it is a video that is recorded for on my stream, during my stream on Twitch. I did a stream where I showed you guys how to use the gradient tool and to use the pen tool to very quickly create these graphics to use during your videos, during your artworks. Sorry about that. And for that, I use the regular gradient, which is the regular gradient. You call it the linear gradient, that one. I used the rectangle, and I used, for the first time, I've actually used the Freeform gradient, which I had used previously, but not as much as to an extent that I was like, well, how will that change my way of doing graphics? But I did this time, and I actually thought it was funny because I did it while a lot of you guys were watching me, and it just really inspired me to really get into that. So I've used it, and it was great. It actually works really well, and I've used it in one of the graphics that I did, which is the dragon that you can see on the screen. I think I've even used it for the bird as well, that I'm showing how that was made. I did do the pre-work on that, which means I already got the lines done, because I was like, well, I'm only going to do maybe a stream for like an hour, and that's it, but it turned out to be a 2.5 hour stream. That's the luck of doing graphics, I guess. Sometimes you have like a few minutes, sometimes there's just a lot of time in your hands. So that happened. But let's get to the rest. So the Freeform tool is really easy to use. It starts off by applying a color that you already have in mind, by just filling it with that color, and then just clicking on the gradient tool on the left of your screen, there's also a shortcut for the gradient tool, which is the G. I guess that is how you say it in the gradient, or the G key on your keyboard, and that will fire up the gradient, which will then be on your left side in the properties channel. Now that was for me different, because usually when I have the Illustrator, the previous version of Illustrator didn't have everything on the right side, which they do since a few updates, and I still have to get used to it. But that's where you'll find the tools, the gradient tools, the regular ones, and if you want to change the colors, of course, you have to go to Window and then get the gradient tool open, and then you can actually change the colors as well. With the Freeform one, though, you can just simply do it by, you don't even have to actually do that whole trick. You can just basically click on a point and then change it directly from that, just by double clicking, and it will show up the options for the gradient. You can use the regular color selections, or you can just use one of your swatches that you've made previously before you got started. So that is actually really, really easy and very simple to use, and I was very surprised about that, how easy and how quickly I could use these tools to create these very nice, well, I think they're nice graphics for you guys. So I think one of the main things why I wanted to record this and actually post it is because when I first started with Illustrator, I was very scared of the program. It really scared me. It was this really very complicated, seemed like, program that I just could not get around. And for the first month, 2-3 months that I used it, I hated it. It was the most hated program in the world because I was used to using Photoshop all the time. And it was just really a nightmare to get started in a program like Illustrator until I really started to do the home research. So basically just drawing something on paper and then try to use the pen tool to actually like make something digital like I do in these graphics as well that you guys can see. And it was like, oh, but this is actually really easy. So then I started to use it more and more and more, and it actually became a really simple thing to use. But the reason I wanted to point that out in this video is because you might have that same problem. You look at Photoshop and it's like, you know how it works. You look at Premiere, you know how it works. You look at InDesign, you're like, well, okay, this is a nightmare. InDesign is also a bit of a nightmare in the first, but when you get used to how Illustrator works, it is a heavenly designed program that is super duper useful. And of course, Illustrator these days has the Illustrator app for your iPad as well. And you have Illustrator Draw and Illustrator Line. Both of them are actually now switched to Sketch or Fresco. I would say still use the other ones because they're actually able to send, if you like sketch something on your iPad, you can actually send it directly to your PC, which is very much easier to do. But in this example, of course, I used my sketchbook to actually make the graphics. So yeah, I think that's about it that I wanted to talk about in this quick introduction on the video. I'll probably speed things up a little bit because there's just so much in it, in these, like, in how it works and what I'm doing, and I just wanted to show you how I've done them. And yeah, and also you can see how different some of the designs are. Some of them are really difficult, some of them are some easier. It just really it's really fun to work with. So if you haven't tried out the Freeform gradient in Illustrator, please try it out, see how it works. You'll probably like it, as well as try and use any other tool and see how that works. But yeah, that's it for now, and I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you'll do something else with it and have fun. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, and P.S. I have a website if you want to get some more tools for your Photoshop, or for maybe even for Illustrator on the go. There will be some on that too. So if you're interested in that, please check out my website and click on the shop. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and like I said, see you guys the next time. Goodbye.
Stuff you never meet, yeah. I think I need a minute to figure out my limits. You cross them more than once, yeah. You take my love for granted. We keep on talking from body to body, yeah. Getting closer to just being nothing else. I'm a sucker for your love, even though it's kind of toxic, babe. You know I feel it when we touch, that your love is from a different place. It's toxic, babe. Not sure what I expected. To think you wouldn't be so reckless. I keep on pretending I know we better end it. I've said it more than once, yeah. You take my love for granted. We keep on talking from body to body, yeah. Getting closer to just being nothing else. I'm a sucker for your love, even though it's kind of toxic, babe. You know I feel it when we touch, that your love is from a different place. It's toxic, babe. Nothing more to say, let's just waste away. One more time is all we need. A bitter truth to face, not that innocent. We know what we did.